Hello, my name is Davin. I am a student from the Logistic Engineering Study Program, Universitas Pendidikan Indonesia. Did you ever imagine if the world has a common goal? That is what we call the Sustainable Development Goals, or SDGs, a collection of 17 interlinked objectives designed to serve as a shared blueprint for peace and prosperity for the people and the planet. SDG is now the hype of the global interest for obvious reasons. Thus, I would like to use this as a way for us to imagine how we can affect the world in ways we do not expect. Let's use Indonesia as the example. Indonesia is a country that is steadily growing, including but not exclusive to its population. It is well known that we contribute around 3.36% to the global population, but for a cost. More people means bigger necessity, and bigger necessity promotes higher mobility of its people and commodities. But why mobility? Well, people need to find jobs and create businesses. Finding and doing jobs require them to move, while creating businesses makes them circulate goods. Obviously, the economic environment will improve. However, what about the green environment? This is important and we'll get back to it in a second. The act of moving in Indonesia predominantly consists of road travels, ranging from personal to heavy vehicles. The number of vehicles in Indonesia exceeded 152 million in the early 2023. As an example, the annual CO2 emission for motorbike and car in 2019 is 581 metric tons of CO2 for just 146 million vehicles. If we forecast the CO2 emission in 2023 using the data of previous year's emission, the emission for this year might be around 696 metric tons of CO2. Just imagine the amount of damage it will cause to the environment. Won't Indonesia get twice as hot as before? Now, solving this issue is quite tricky because people will always either want to have their own vehicles or they need to commute into longer distances, causing more pollution and congestion. However, there might be a brilliant solution that any of us could implement in the near future. What if we can fix both congestion and pollution with just one simple strategy? The solution is surprisingly simple because it does not restrict the ability to move, yet it promotes the ability to travel. The improvement in this matter specifies on the CO2 emission reduction. The way we do it is by using a CO2 emission tracker in road vehicles to monitor the average emission. Additionally, the tracker should also include a GPS system to map the track taken during the monitoring time. This will create a map of track patterns that also include the emission density. By integrating the CO2 emission tracker with GPS capabilities, we can generate maps that illustrate varying levels of different road tracks in real time. This insight will help us understand traffic patterns, offering a basis for more informed decision making. Moving beyond conventional monitoring, the system can also provide live data on CO2 emission for each track. This real-time information empowers individuals and communities to make conscious choices about their routes based on the environmental impact at any given time. Now, as I said before, this has both impacts on the environment and infrastructure. Choosing energy-efficient routes contributes to a reduction in the overall carbon footprint while preserving the longevity of transportation networks. Identifying tracks with lower emission underscores the urgency for targeted infrastructure development. By focusing on regions with environmentally conscious tracks, we can improve access and facilities, ultimately reducing emissions in those specific areas. So let's shift gears, not emissions. Track our impact and choose the green path to achieve sustainable transportation and promote climate action. My name is Davin Arkan. Thank you very much.